All right, we live? Yep, we're live. Ignore the music. I'm at a Carson Coffee right now. Let's start the car up. We have to edit this front part out. I should roll the window down. Or up. Yeah, something like that. We're going to take it easy coming out here because this show is literally right next to the police station. So I'm going to flip the camera a little bit so you can see some of the cars. We'll drive around. You can see some of the Carson Coffee here. And it's Detailing World, Prosper, Texas. So let me flip the camera around. I'm back here by the camera for those that just jumped on. Just letting you see a little bit of this Carson Coffee. And here my car. I finally got my car out for the first time in a long... Oh, look at that. A little Dodge Caliber SRT4. Never seen one of those. Hey, Hard Rock, Vermont, good morning from up there. Or I guess it should be afternoon up there, right? If my clock is right. Just kind of go and drive through here. I gotta get some gas. I'm like at an eighth of a tank. And I only get gas at a Sunoco for their 94, so it's like 20 minutes away. Figured, might as well go live. I haven't done this in forever. That's the police station. So yeah, they were basically over and over at the Carson Coffee saying, don't be driving aggressive. We are right next door to the cops, and they've already told us your people need to stay calm. Racing footage, not for a little bit. Let me switch the camera out, so there's really nothing to see anymore at this point. Here we go. And get to hear how loud this car is from inside. Footage for a little bit because I have not raced in a while. Legion of Demons, man, it's been forever. I am going to Moparty. That's in 2 months from now. There will be racing footage from that. A little bit of slacking on videos. I do still need to install. I got a firewall for this car. I also have my harness bar that I had to get to brace the seat up. I need to install that. So there'll be a couple of those type of videos coming. But no racing unless... Sorry. Not sure if that's coming behind me. There is a streetcar takeover happening in August at the Texas Motorplex. I may or may not go to that, or at least maybe Friday night testing too, possibly. Not sure yet. But I did finally get my wheels swapped on this car, obviously. I actually did that a little while ago. I was able to do it. My right arm is healing. Here's my scar. I still can't lift like heavy weights, but I can lift like 20-25 pounds with it. So definitely getting more mobile. Every day I'm back to normal for the most part, other than not being able to play hockey or lift more than 20-25 pounds. But now I'm good, so I can do all the stuff on my car. I have a leaky valve cover too, so I gotta take care of that. But right now, like I said, in case you missed it, I got like 8 tank of gas. I need to get gas, and that is 20 minutes away. And that's why I was like, I'm alone in this car. Been a while since I talked to you all. Let me go live for a little bit and let you hear what I hear. If you can even hear me, man. Well, now I'm just idling and stop. Man, I can't see the phone screen. Chat! Wow, you jumped on. Let me see what if I missed. Oh. No, I don't want to learn more. Oh, here we go. Hard Rock, Vermont, doing some yard work up. Oh, wait. Yeah. Yard work. All right. Oh, then firing it up. Awesome. I hate yard work. Just can't do it anymore. Sounds. Oh, appreciate that. It does sound good. It's going to get a little rattly in here because you'd be surprised how many things are held up with U-nuts. And U-nuts, if you know what they are, they're kind of like loose on the metal. They just kind of clip on. So those things rattle like crazy. So you might hear that a little bit. I'll try to keep up with your chats here. Not just 93 artillery buffs. So there's only one gas station I go to. It's about 20 minutes away. It's a Sunoco, and they actually have Ultra 94. So that is the only place I get gas now. Get that 94 octane, which is what I had. It's what I had in my car at Legion of Demons. So got a Mustang Mach 1 in front of us, a Miata. A few people left cars and coffee. Step on it once I get on the tollway here. Right now, a little construction area just so you can see where I'm at. Prosper, Texas. Oh, you only have 91 in Kingman? Yeah, I don't know how, like, I know Oklahoma, I think their highest in some spots is 89. Oh, just got the low fuel light dinged on. South Dakota, Kansas. There were spots in Kansas. All I could do was 87 octane. So yeah, I feel lucky. As soon as I heard we have a Sunoco 94, man, I went straight to it. Sounds mean. Thank you. Here, I'll have a chance to. Let's drop it down. There we go. 87 is scanning, not good, definitely not. But that was when I was on an RV trip, so that was my truck. But even then, in my Ram, I only run 89 mid-grade. So, yeah, after I had a tank full of 87, my next stop I got premium just to kind of bring it back up for a little bit. And I'm debating, should I fill up my... Yeah, I got 2 months till more party, so I think I'll go full tank on this. Hopefully the gas station takes Apple Pay. I ain't got no money. I got some cash. I got to remember, I don't have my radar detector or dash cam in this car. This is the first time I've driven this car on the road in like 6 months, 7 months. I actually took a cold start video. I haven't put it up yet. The car sat in my garage so long, my rear tire had a spider living on it with a whole web, everything. Like the tire was connected to the ground spider web. It's kind of crazy. It's kind of not good. I should be embarrassed by that fact. Alright, got finished mowing. I don't envy you. Get that done. We got a little fastback Mustang here next to me. Just flipping around. Here's a another Scat. I think it's a Scat. Or what is it? SRI. What the hell is an SRI? Okay, that's one of those Up Badger things. He has Hellcat. He has a Hellcat sticker, a Hemi badge, a regular RT hood, and instead of SRT, it said SRI. Like, what the hell is that? Like, I don't know if you guys saw that camera, but like, that's like those people I don't know nothing. They like wanna, I don't know, it's stupid. They talking bad about other geometers, but you start doing crap like that. Got my big old lemonade from the Cars and Coffee. That was pretty fun. Although I have no cup holder, it'll fit next to my seat on the floor. This is great. So another way you know that the last time I drove this was mostly drag racing, look at my range. The car thinks I got 10 miles left to go. I also want to do this slide to kind of show people, like, again, because I still get people talking about my car saying it's a drag car only and I don't drive it on the street. I'm like, yeah, I do. So what else is going on? I just saw a guy on Facebook who's D-badge at the... Oh, yeah. That's Jim Kosmala, drag racer. But I understand his thinking because he did explain that. Yeah, it's funny. So he is a true bracket racer. He's a bit older in age. He used to race a 9-second Corvette, but his story is, says he got old, his wife like was scared and didn't want to be dangerous. I think he sold the vet, but he still wanted to race. He just had to step it down to a slower bracket. So yeah, his car, he pretty much only drag races. I don't think it sees a lot of street use. But he is a bracket racer, so he is all about trying to get that car perfect, as in perfect reaction time, perfect dial in. Because he races like the big money races where when people have like 2 steps and their cars are dialed in perfectly. And with these cars, for those that bracket race, you know, like it's hard to get a reaction time because the car takes so long to react. It has that lag. And it's like when you have I figured out a good way to do it, so I'm pretty close. But he races, I think, a lot of sportsman trees. The sportsman trees, it's anticipatory, but he wants to react on a light. So he launches in second gear, which means his 60-foot times are horrible. They're in the 2-second range. His ET is like, suffers like almost, what, a tenth of a, more than, no, several tenths of a second. Like he has slow ETs, horrible 60-foots. But he's consistent because that's what he cares about. But every time he like posts something, people are like, why are you that slow? What's wrong with your car? And he just got sick of explaining why. Like, and sometimes I jump in like, hey, he launches out of second gear. There's a reason his car is that slow. He does it on purpose. So for him, down badging to 345 is perfect. I mean, that makes sense. I feel like, and like I said, like if anything, it'll give him less people questioning why his car is so slow when it's a 392. Okay, I got a gravel truck in front of me here. And we need to slow down because we don't want a rock trip. What time is it? Oh, you know, I need to adjust my clock in this car. I thought it was like almost noon. I think it's 10 something here. Oh, I wonder what this car did. I don't know if you can see his license plate. It says not guilty. I'm guessing he's probably a defense attorney, is my guess. Because why else would you have a license plate that says not guilty? Oh shit, I need to get some AC in here. I forgot how hot it gets inside this car with no interior. Like this metal, if you could feel, holy crap, if you could feel this tunnel, that is like fry an egg on that thing right now. So the insulation under your carpet, man, it makes a big difference. Well, I gotta check something real quick. Okay. Got a text from the wife, seeing what she got going on. Couple of you didn't know how much I get on a Saturday morning. Why not? Car still says I got 10-mile range. I missed something. What'd I miss? Yes, I did remove the heat shielding, but the heat shields I removed were the heat shields that were directly above the exhaust pipe, and I no longer have that exhaust pipe where the heat shields are. But I'm trying to think where the ends of the exhaust is compared to my transmission tunnel here. So maybe it's getting heated up by that exhaust too now. I'm not really sure. I need to add some turn downs to it though. Hopefully I don't have exhaust coming in the cabin. If you start seeing me getting sleepy, that's not gonna be good. Oh, Blake says hi. Hi Blake, how you doing? Oh wait, where? Oh, there's the sun. I'll go right there. Missed my exit. Next exit. Awesome. Yeah, I went to that Cars and Coffee at Prosper. It was pretty cool. It was alright. I'm just not a car show person. Like, you walk around, see cars, and I don't really care about most of them. Like, some are cool, but good to see the competition, I guess. But, oh, you see my GoPro right there? So, that is my older GoPro, so the battery lasts a bit longer and the quality I have it set a little bit lower. So, I actually turned that on and set it to record. So for the whole show, it was just recording. I think it was recording for about an hour and a half. That's about how long I can handle there than have to be. So at some point I'm gonna pop that card out there and take a look, because there were a few times I was a bit away from my car and I looked over and I could see people looking inside, talking. One old guy looked inside my car and he was just like nodding his head, and so I'm interested to see what kind of reactions I'm going to get. The only problem is I was parked right next to the speaker, and of course they were blaring some music, so we'll see how much of that I can use without getting all those. Well, if I put it out, I'm just going to have to like not worry about like copyright issues or monetization or anything like that. Well, I could use the money, but good. Alright, if you hear the car sound weird, that's because I put it back in automatic. I've been driving manual. I keep forgetting not to touch that transmission tunnel. So it will go into MDS mode, and that's when it sounds horrible. Oh, here's a cool restaurant coming up. Even though it is about Ford, I'll let you see it. Somewhere up here. Oh, this guy's got a flat tire. Oh, my range on my car says low. I have no range anymore. Bel Air, what's that? Forgot where I was at. Oh yeah, it's way up here. Job hunt, it's going. I'll actually talk more about that here in a little bit, because I'm almost at the Sunoco to get some gas. Oh, hear that drone? That's that MDS. Get that drone right when MDS is on, right before it like is thinking about hopping out of it. Sounds like absolute garbage. Oh yeah, so anyway, here's a cool restaurant right there called Ford's Garage. It's actually pretty cool. They got a bunch of old Fords and stuff. They do some car shows out of it. Obviously I'm not into Fords, but it's a cool little restaurant for car people. Is our gas station. So you know you love your car a little too much when you drive that far just to get gas. But as you can see on the signs, they got 94 octane here. I'll bring the phone out with me. Ooh, it's hot. Switch that around. Quiet. For those that don't know, this is how I open up my car. Open up my door. All right, hold on. I'll pull the camera out in just a second. I think I just missed the chat. Let's see what I missed here really quick. Yes, I am on the OEM wheels. Brian Aerosmith, what's going on? Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate that. Here, I'll switch it around for you. So, yeah, I got the stock wheels back on. Still on the drag radials on the back. I'll never not have drag radials on the back there, so that's what I'm driving. I think I missed another. Kentucky, Ohio. Nice. I'll actually be up there 2 months. I'm going to be up at Bowling Green, Kentucky for a Holly Mo party. So, let me figure this out. Because I need to get gas. And I'm broke. I'm going to go inside for a little bit. So, I'm gonna set this camera in here. I'm gonna flip it around. I'm gonna go inside, pay for some gas really quick. So for you guys that are in the chat right now, if anyone hops in, take over for me. Talk to them. I'll be back in just a second. Mopar car show and race. It's at Beach Bend Raceway Park. All Mopars, awesome race. If you can go out there, definitely go out there. So anyway, I'll be right back. So the live will be a little weird for a minute or two. Watch some traffic. I'm back. I'm back. Lost some people. I'm back though. See, can I put it on the stand? Put you guys on the roof. Got 50 bucks in gas. Got that 94. Even washed my car. Look at all the rubber. Can't quite get that all off. You know, I'm leaning on my car. See what's been going on since I've been in there. Brian Airdsmith, 1988 Yamaha YSR 50 stroke 5-speed. Bike nights and cars. That's awesome. I have no idea what that is. I'm not a bike person. I kind of Yamaha. They make the RF1 or something like that, I think. I don't know. I've always wanted a bike, but I've never had one. Never really got into them, so I don't know too much about them. That was cool at this Cars and Coffee. There were quite a few bikes there too. So that was pretty cool. In case you're wondering how much gas is here in Texas, $3.88 a gallon for 94 octane. So let's see what 50 bucks gets us. How much per gallon? Yep, $3.88.94. Man, it is moving slow for this last $2. Come on, let's go. I need some fresh gas in this too. The gas that's in here, I think, is from last September. It's probably not good. Two-stroke 5-speed. See, like I thought there was something weird about that. Like a downgrade from an original crotch rocket. Oh, there we go. So $50 got me 12.890 gallons. Can we get a receipt? Hold on. Let's pump back up. Gotta shake it. Receipt, yes. Please tell me you get a receipt, printing receipt. Of course, there's no paper in the machine, so I need this video. Take note for anybody watching. Artillery buff, Anthony, take note of this for me. I'll tell you why in a second. I got $50 in gas, 12.890 gallons at $3.87.9 a gallon. And more importantly, hold on. Oh. More importantly, switch this around. We've got 11,103 miles on the odometer. And so the reason I take note of that, and I'm doing this in my Jeep, and I pretty much have always done my cars, I keep on record the odometer reading at every gas fill up, how much gas I put in. That way over the life of a car, I can actually calculate a real actual mileage using, since I'll know exactly how many gallons of gas I put in, how many miles, because I'm just weird like that and like knowing stuff like that. And my wife thinks I'm crazy because she drives a Jeep, but she's gotten used to it now. So every time she fills up her Jeep, she knows to take a picture of the odometer. And if she can't get a receipt like here, like they're half out of receipt paper, she'll actually note down like the gallons and stuff for me. So we'll go in here. I'll talk about the little job thing in a second. Oh wait, that's not what I meant to do. Live chat. Higher octane, yeah. It is expensive, but I feel it could be worse. And what do they pay in California? A lot more than that. Yes, I have a Hemi. This is a 392 or 6.4 liter, depending if you go by cubic inches or liters, whichever you go by. And let's start it up. It's warmed up, so it's not as cold. So $50 of gas got us to almost full. But you know what that means? That means I'm going to be driving this car on the road a bit more over the next 2 months because I need to use this gas up before Mo Party. Because I always do this where I fill up the tank too high, then I go to a race and I didn't drive my car, and then I have way too much weight and fuel on. This is a 2020, so it's actually, what is it now, July? I don't even know a date. Yeah, it's exactly 4 years old. So I got it June 22nd of 2020. So that was 4 years ago, and I've got 11,000 miles on it. All right, let's get on the road because I got to get home. We'll stay live for my drive home. Oh. Here's an old dude in a yellow Porsche. 93 in Ohio is $4.50. Yes, that's what I'm saying. It's actually $3.88 a gallon for 94 octane. That's really not that bad. turbo yellow rear wheel drive. Good eye. Yeah, so my father-in-law, he has a Porsche 911, and we were at the car show, and there was one. He saw the front. He's like, "Oh, I need to check out this turbo." Now it's legitimate from the front without actually seeing anything saying it was a turbo. And he told me the reason he knew is because of the vents on the side from the rear wheels. And sure enough, went behind it, and there was a turbo emblem on it. Because I do not know that much about Porsches. But I'm learning more since he has, I think his is a 21 or something like that. It was fun. I don't think he likes the fact that this car is faster than his Porsche. But he does have the base 911, so he might be getting a new one so that he can't beat me. So we probably got about 20 minutes left on this live till I get home. Didn't have any plans for talk. Oh wait, yes, about the job, Anthony. So yeah, the job hunt, it's going all right. Well, I guess it's not going all right because I don't have a job. But here's a funny thing. So the company that laid me off, turns out they needed help with a project I worked on when I was there. And so they actually contracted me out to put in a few hours to work on that project. So it's very temporary. It's just contracted hours. It's basically an hourly rate until I get the job done. A certain app needs to be upgraded. So I've got that, although they're not really quick at paying me. So they owe me some money for some contracted hours that I really, really need. But other than that, you know, still looking for something. Haven't had much time for the YouTube thing. Just hoping to try and get that going. Although I will say you guys have helped me a lot. I want to say thank you. Because ever since that one live where I told y'all, you know, the whole arm thing, getting laid off, all that stuff, I had mentioned, hey, if you guys buy anything off Amazon, use my links that I put in the description of my videos. Because those links, you don't pay anything more. It doesn't matter if you're buying the thing my video is on. Anything you buy off Amazon within like I think 24 hours after using my links, they'll actually give me a little commission off of, and it makes no difference on your end because everything you see, the prices you pay are identical. There's absolutely nothing different. But anyway, I told you guys about that and said, hey, if you can, if you're going on Amazon, use my links because that'll help me out. Or anybody, if you want to help any content person or anyone that has these Amazon links, if you're going on there anyway, use, like I've done that with Boosted Motorsports, he has links on there, and some other guys. So I can't do it for myself, obviously, so I'll do it for other people. It's a way to help out without doing anything that costs you nothing at all. And so anyway, you guys, I've noticed a big uptick in my Amazon thing, so I think like the other month I made $200 off of Amazon in 1 month, which is awesome because before that I was probably making 60. I think I hit like $90 a month one time. So some of you have been using my Amazon links very obviously, and I really appreciate that because that does help me out a lot. Not that I'm begging for money or anything, not doing that. Let's see what I missed. I know my cars, because I used to be a mechanic. Okay, you used to be a mechanic, I worked in garage a long time. Never worked on foreign car, just original cars, basic. Hey, that's cool though. I mean, that helped me out, because I've always been Mopar only, nothing but Mopar. So we're at the car show, like, people ask me, what year Camaro is this? Like, I don't know. That's not, it's a Chevy. I have no idea. But back in my auto adjuster days, and I worked at a body shop for several years, that's where I really got to know cars a bit more, just overall cars, because obviously we took in every kind of car, Toyotas. But, oh, there's another Cars and Civics, Tauruses, just all your basic cars. You're really not getting all the performance cars, the stuff like that. Which is why I still go to car shows and I see like a Camaro, I'm like, I have no idea what year that is. Some I do, like, obviously, or I at least know generation. Like, I know if a car's from the late 60s, early 50s, or 70s. So some of those I can point out, but not too great at it. It's just nowhere close to what you make in software. Not even close. I got so sick of people. People suck. People suck, and I like to say I'm a nice guy. I try to help people out whenever I can. And that job just wasn't for me because, number one, we all know the stereotype insurance has. Insurance adjusters. Like, you go online, you talk about, I have an accident, and people go off about the insurance, telling crooks, going to try and scam you. I didn't. I tried to do within, like, I obviously had my limits. I was based on, I had to keep my estimate down and all that. But I tried to be fair, and I did everything I could legitimately. But people would go into it, when I meet them, they already had a bad perception of me before they even met me just because I'm an insurance adjuster. So I hated that part of it. And then you'd have people just like, it's like, they get rear-ended, and it's like, all we replace is their bumper, and then they'll be like, oh, my transmission is having problems, my engine's having problems, like, I'm in oil leak. I'm like, your oil is not leaking from your rear-end hit. I'm sorry. And people just try to take advantage of you. And I had one Mazda one time. They claimed their transmission was acting up since the accident. So they complained enough to where, like, all right, we'll do a diagnosis. We'll just check it out. The car had, by the way, like 260,000 miles on or something insane. We pulled the fluid, and the fluid is like sludge. Like, how the hell is this transmission even working to begin with? And we're like, look, this fluid did not become sludge from this accident, and you deal with that. Or like, I'd be nice, like, I'd see like a little ding kind of close to where it was, but hey, can we take care of this ding? Or can we do this? Let me remove this scratch. Let me do this. And I try to do stuff like that, but then people try to take advantage of it and be like, oh, well, what about this thing? That wasn't there before. And it's funny how people do not notice how many dings and dents they have until they pick up their car from the body shop. So I just don't take that anymore, and I will never go back. And I did leave insurance and I worked for the body shop, but that's really not it. You're still dealing with people. And yeah, there's some things you could blame on the insurance adjuster, which body shop people love to do. But insurance, same thing. It's like they're pointing fingers back and forth. It's the shop's fault or the insurance fault. And so it just sucks. So definitely not doing that again. I have this here. Back 2011, got hurt by a drunk driver. 2 shattered kneecaps. So damn. Broken foot bone. Still alive and always painless. Man, that sucks. But hey, glad you're alive. Because man, in my insurance, I used to work the total loss yard for, I think I worked there for like 6 months. None but total losses. And some of the cars I saw, I'd be like shocked when I read that the people walked away with minor injuries. Not that those definitely are not minor. That sucks. I'm sure you're still paying for that, which, man, but yeah, at least you made it out, so that's definitely good. Crazy story from that accident. Oh boy. Well, let's hear it. If you got, I don't know, some stories are long. I haven't been in too many accidents myself, just a couple minor ones, long time ago. And you need to be careful doing these live chats and stuff while I'm driving now. That was a lemonade stand, Cars and Coffee. Make this fresh squeezed lemonade. Man, it's good. So good. hopefully too. I like this detailing place that I went to that held the Cars and Coffee. They do a lot of charity stuff too. So today they had this thing like bring in school supplies and notebooks, and they'll give raffle tickets. So I had 15 brand new notebooks lying around, so I got 15 raffle tickets. And at the end of the Cars and Coffee, they're gonna raffle off a brand new polisher. So I could use a polisher, and I probably won't get it, but why not? I had these notebooks lying around, and you don't have to be there to win. So they know on their Facebook page. If you're in the DFW area, it's Detailing World of Prosper. Really cool people, really nice and really friendly. They're pretty awesome. When am I? One sweet one. I can't see the print on my screen. So yeah, next race, Moparty in September, so I'm 2 months away. I do need to get my harness bar installed to brace the back of my seat, because for those that remember, Moparty is where Tech pulled me over and made me sign a waiver saying I would get it fixed before the next race to brace the back of my Kirky. So I've got the harness bar. I need to install it, and I got a aluminum firewall for the back seat there, since technically NHRA rules say if your battery or gas, if you have a gas tank in the trunk, or if you have battery back there, you have to have a separation. So if you have your seats, that works. And it used to be if you have lithium batteries, you didn't need it, but I think it says in the newest NHRA rule book that any battery, they don't care what kind of battery, any battery in the trunk, you have to have a firewall. So I got one, which I'll do a video on that. Other than that, no like performance mods or weight reduction mods, because I ain't got no money. Oh, the MDS kicking on. Guy didn't have much jail time. The accident, he was going 40 through a trailer park. Oh damn. Rear wheel drifting on top. Oh my gosh. Wow, through a trailer park? Damn. I hate that's, man, that is crazy. Some people are, it's like, you know, I was a stupid kid too, and I will say that I did do some street racing when I was a kid. Wouldn't do it now. But even when I was a stupid kid, I would never do it in populated areas, and I would never drive crazy in neighborhoods. Like, that was like one of my hard limits. Like, you're in a neighborhood, like, I've seen too many kids popping out between cars and other stuff. Like, I will not risk something like that, and that's nothing to do with tickets. And I have a kid too, so it's like I worry when I see people just zooming past it on my street, which is very residential. So yeah, that's a hard line I've always had. Keep getting recall notices on my 22 for the TPMS. Cars haven't been, that's nice. Well, it must be newer, because I've never had a recall on this car. I still have my software update. It keeps asking me to perform. I just ignore it. I've been ignoring it for like 3 years now. But yeah, obviously my OEM wheels are on now, so I've got the TPMS and they're working. My TPMS actually hasn't gone off when I put my drag wheels on. It did one time for a while, and then it went off after a while. I don't understand why it'll sometimes go off and sometimes not. Possible for a Ford Mustang that he went onto it. There was a Mustang at the Cars and Coffee today that he owned it. He had stickers saying crowd killer all over his Mustang. Thought about running with no air intake tube and a Venturi horn. I've read about those horns, and I haven't seen that they've really done anything for most cars, so like those spacers and things like that. I have run without an air filter at the drag strip, but no, I think the air intake I got, the TA, the Challenger TA intake I got is good. I like it. Oh, what kind of Challenger we got here? 392, wide body. badass car. Appreciate that. Thank you. Driving it around now. When you guys saw that my video from when I pulled the catback exhaust off this car for the first time, and man, it was loud because I just wasn't used to it. And I was just thinking like, it's gonna be tough driving on the roads, and that's what I thought. But driving it here, it's actually not bad. I feel like there's cars that are louder than me. But for those that don't know, the sound you hear this, it's a stock 392, untuned, and the only thing I've done to the exhaust is I pulled the cat back. So right now this is basically stock exhaust manifolds through the stock cats and then dumped after the cats. But right now I put it back in auto. Did you hear that? That's the MDS. I was trying to kick out of MDS. I hate how that sounds. When he hit you at your friend's driveway and two vehicles parked, one was on jack stands, and a jack Honda Civic was working on that. Oh, you are pinned against the car. Oh wow, damn. Oof. That is a crazy story. I always think about that when I'm working under my truck or car and I got the jack stands on and just something like that happening. That's, holy crap, man, that is insane. Yeah, good thing you made it out of that. That's good. Artillery, you got the headlight ducted Hellcat lower and filter. Yep, I have that part of mine, so part of the TA intake. It's a factory, it's the exact same intake that comes on the TA trim. The lower box is basically the Hellcat box. So I got the air coming in from the hood scoop, the inner headlight, and then underneath where it normally always comes to. They pick up horsepower on dynos, so it makes sense it would pick up on the track. Sound is so horrible. On and suspects are the suspects that went on ground after that. I say I got hit twice. Oh damn. Well, I guess it's good in a way you got knocked out so you didn't know about that second hit. Man, it just keeps going. Until your MDS has never run on yours. I was, but two things. First, I have not driven on a street in a long time. And when I gunned it earlier in this, when I went live, for a moment I had to think about, wait, what's the trick to, those that I'm sure a lot of you know, you hold down the left paddle, you hold it down and the transmission will drop into the lowest gear it can. And I forgot for a moment which paddle that was because it's been so long. But also have to remember when I'm in manual mode to upshift it. It'll downshift on its own. If you don't touch it, it'll downshift automatically for you. But it won't upshift. It'll hit the limiter and just bounce off of it. And there are times I forgot I was in manual a long time ago. I'd take off and I'd forget and I'd bounce off the limiter. Embarrass myself. But also doing a live stream, I found it just easier to put it in auto, so I did that. But also, I always said I'm never going to let go of MDS, but now since I had that couple minutes of ticking at the Legion race back in January, it kind of got me worried. And people go back and forth on MDS causing issues or not. Fact is, my Ram, my 2017 Ram with the 5.7 Hemi, which does have MDS, I've never cared about the MDS kicking on. It's always kicked on, and I've done a lot of freewheel miles. So it's probably had MDS kick on for a good portion of its life. It's up to 142,000 or 143,000 miles now. I've been getting oil analysis checks on it, and the reports are perfect. I mean, everything looks good. no ticking issues, no. The only issues I had was that broken exhaust manifold bowl, but the engine is awesome. So now I'm just like, man, where's this car? I had that tick that came out of nowhere for a couple minutes and kind of got me worried. You know, I sent the oil analysis report right away. Iron showed a little bit higher, which I think I did a video and showed that part. But what am I thinking? So anyway, that's got me second guessing this whole MDS thing. So now I'm kind of like, well, maybe I should let it go because that's allowing it to squirt oil in different places. Now, I think part of it too is the fact that I haven't driven this car as much on the street. And I've always said, like, you need to drive cars. Cars that just sit, they'll have problems. Like my mom had this old 91 Dodge Spirit with a turbo 4-cylinder, and she would get in the car, start it, drive to work, which was like a mile or two away, and turn it off. And the car had very few miles on it. Turbo went to crap pretty quick. But I'm kind of like wondering, like, is this car, am I not driving it enough because I got the valve cover leaking a little bit? It's a slow drip, so it's nothing too bad, but it's something I got to address. I had that tick that popped up out of nowhere, and I'm just thinking, man, I really need to be driving this car more than I have. Okay, so now I am back at home. Let me catch up. I saw a couple chats come through, and then we got to wrap this up. Guy had 17-hour jail time after I ended up in hospital. That's when court came around. Judge said second degree. Oh, wow, second degree assault. So I got community service, but he's not in jail. It's insurance. Yeah, that's the thing that sucks about insurance is, you know, you got those low limits, you know, like bodily injury damage limits are not that high. Of course, you only get the insurance, you only get what the limit is, and then you can always go after the person personally, civilly for any amount over that. But you know, good luck getting that, especially what sounds like these kids probably didn't have a lot of money to begin with. So, man, that sucks. Yeah, it's weird. Some judges are just lenient on things, but hopefully he at least lost his license. Artillery buff oil analysis still shows high copper, but only has 1,600 miles of through. Yeah, my copper was high for a long time. It's still a little bit higher. So I actually looked it up because of that. And the consensus I've seen online, a lot of people think it's because of the oil cooler in our cars. I guess there's a lot of the oil cooler has some copper coils, or there's some kind of copper inside the oil cooler that registers a higher copper content in the oil reports for these cars. So it's apparently on the Hemis, 6.4 Hemis, I guess it's common to see a little bit higher copper. That's what I've read and found. Decided to look it up. Oil leak covered by, it should be covered by a warranty. I still have a warranty. I have not done anything to void the warranty. Obviously, I'm well past my 3 years, but that's the bumper to bumper. The powertrain is supposed to be 5 years, 60,000. So obviously mileage, I'm way under. I'm still in, I should have 1 more year left, 11 months left on the powertrain warranty. So the valve cover leak should be covered by that, but I hate dealers. I hate dealers with a passion. And that looks like a very simple fix. Just get a new valve cover gasket, pull the valve cover, replace it. So I'm kind of thinking about just doing it myself and just making a video out of it, because man, my exhaust manifold bolt video I did on my Ram, that's my #1 video. Like, it's gotten good feedback, and it's been bringing, I think I made like $1,000 off that video. Not a lot in the grand scheme of things with YouTubers, but for me, it paid for all the parts, it paid for the time, and it's generating some money for me. So yeah, I'm thinking about just doing it myself, because I really hate dealers that much that, yeah, I care about keeping my warranty, but really only for the big stuff. If it was like the ticking thing, it's another reason I want to start driving my car more, because that tick that worried me, if it was early signs of it's going to happen, I want to drive this car more. So if it's going to happen, I need it to happen within the next 11 months, because that I will take it to the dealer for. But the valve cover, I probably won't. Brian had an accident attorney for the case, but he couldn't get much out of his insurance. Only settled for $160,000 plus those around $300,000. And yeah, attorneys. I mean, yeah, cases like that. When I was in insurance, I hated attorneys, but there's some case like that is definitely a justified situation. You definitely want an attorney. Yeah, I can imagine, man. Hospital bills. Don't get me started on the health insurance stuff in this country. But hospital bills, the stuff they charge is insane. Like when I did my arm thing, I had the hinge brace. You can buy this hinge brace online off Amazon for like $140. The bill from the doctor's appointment, $1,100. Like there's $1,000 markup just because you buy the identical brace, identical company from the doctor's office. I had reached my deductible, so I didn't even care. Although I should, because all that does is raise insurance rates, because now they have to pay for this ridiculously priced brace that you can get for a normal price. So yeah, hospital bills, man, they're ridiculous. And you're jack of all trades. Yeah, I hear you on that, Brian. I'm kind of jack of all trades too. Like I started another channel, like. And I'm a jack of all trades where I kind of teach myself stuff, like all this stuff. Like I've never done a valve cover leak thing. I'll figure it out. The exhaust manifold bolt I did in my Ram, never done it before. I just kind of jump into it. Luckily, I have enough common sense I can kind of figure things out. But yeah, I play hockey, and I'm kind of a little bit of a jack of all trades too. So I feel you there. Hospital is at UC. University, Columbus, I'm guessing. Columbus, Cleveland. Man, there's so many C names. And yeah, Columbus, Cleveland, Cincinnati. A lot of C cities in Ohio. Artillery, feel the same way about dealers. And you used to be a master tech? Dude, I didn't even know that. So, yeah, see, you have inside knowledge. See, when I worked at a collision shop, I was at a collision shop at a dealership. So we worked with a service department. And you learn, like, some of the basics. The reason people have trouble with oil changes, because, like, you give that to the newbies. Like, in a collision shop, the bumper pulls, like, disassembling a car, you give that to the newbies. So it's the guys with little experience that are doing the basic things, and then that's how those get screwed up, because you got the guys with no experience doing them. And then the good techs, like, there's usually not that many of them, and you'd be lucky if you get one that just, yeah. When you work inside there, you learn how many not very bright people are there. There are plenty of bright people too. I'm not saying they're all there, but there's quite a few that are not. And yeah, you work in that, you learn firsthand. So anyway, we got to wrap this up. I've been going for 65 minutes. So that's what I got to do to get gas in this car. Take an hour of my day to get that 94 octane. But anyway, thanks for jumping in with me. We didn't have too many guys, but that's all right. I haven't been online or on my YouTube keeping up with it like I should be, but life, all that good stuff. So yeah, thanks for joining in. Appreciate it. Thanks for riding with me, listening to my car. I'll be interested. I gotta watch the replay to see what this sounds like on your end. You've been a ground squirrel. What? Nebraska landscape. I hate landscaping. Can't do that. That's cool. Oh, great, crazy story too, man. By the way, so thanks for sharing that. Appreciate that. It was loud. Yeah, I'm kind of talking really loud too, because I don't know. Well, now it's idling, so it should be fine. But hopefully, you guys were able to hear me. There were points where I started talking like a lot louder, because it's pretty loud in here too. But anyway, thanks again. I promise, I know empty promises, I'm going to get more stuff out there, more content, but I will, I promise, I will. Some weird ones, but whatever. Anyway, thanks again, and we'll see you at the drag strip. Now the awkward silence of me trying